What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fizz, formerly Lil Fizz of B2K.
So when you guys split as a group, how did you feel about Omarion's career taking off and sort of you guys staying behind?
What cast member do you get along with the best off camera?
Okay, so you're known for being the rapper in the group B2K. Can you actually sing?
It's a shooter's game right now. So y'all get some real shooters. Y'all ain't going to.
LeBron's a shooter.
No, he's not.
If you check LeBron's numbers, he's a shooter. We're back to business. You know what it is behind the mic. Hollywood 719 Nightlife, 96.1 The Beat. And we got a legend in the building today. He's young, but I guess you could, yeah, he's a legend, right? You take that? Take that? All right, word up. We got Fizz in the building.
Yeah, I got the junior, you know.
Word.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to come across and ask that earlier. You know what I'm
good.
saying? Appreciate you taking your time out. You in the Springs this evening.
Yes, sir.
Just in case I gotta do this, just in case people don't know who you are, go ahead and give them a rundown of your illustrious things you've done.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fizz, formerly Lil Fizz of B2K. You know, working.
Yeah. All right, word.
Reality TV. Been on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood for the past 6 years now.
How'd that come about?
Oh man, that was like 2014. So, Mona Scott, she reached out to my management and was like, "Yo, I'm doing a Hollywood franchise. What talent you got?" You know, and at the time he was managing Tierra Marie along with me, and he was like, "Well, you know, I'm managing Tierra and Fizz." So she came, talked to us, kind of got a rundown of our stories, you know, what was going on in our lives. So she was like, "Man, y'all going through a lot. I want to capture this." You know what I'm saying? So from there, it was history.
What cast member do you get along with the best off camera?
Off camera, it's really crazy because I don't really talk to anybody on a show like that. That's how I kind of stay out of all of that.
That's what's up.
I got my small circle of friends that I keep cool with. I've been cool for the past 10+ years. So.
Happy early Father's Day to you,
Thank
you know what I'm saying? I'm in that Good Daddy daycare group, you dig?
Same to you.
How do you, your baby's mama, a little out there, how do you keep your co-parenting on the 100?
I just keep it strictly about my son. You know what I mean? Whatever she's dealing with on her personal time is her business.
How old is your little man now?
9.
Dang, he's big now. I'm saying that like I know him because I watch him on TV, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I'm sure you get that a lot too.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. He's a daddy boy, so
That's what's up.
we having a good time.
When you go on the road, do you bring him with you?
Nah. This time that we just did the Millennium Tour, he was actually still in school.
Oh,
So
dope.
he couldn't be on the
I mean,
road.
I'm supposed to be there.
And then he be having games. He playing AAU ball.
Oh,
So
dope.
He's busy.
You know how to hoop?
Of course.
All right.
Of course, but he better. He better.
He trying to look at me
Sure.
and say that he'll bust my ass.
Yeah, he don't want no smoke.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
serious? Yo, I promise you, like my homeboy Cliff, that's so funny. He was at work. Yeah, he was talking that jazz one night. He was saying he was good and he could hoop. And it was like midnight, son. I told him I got some shoes, 24-hour dope clothes. Did we ever go, Cliff?
Nope,
No,
not
he
yet.
He didn't want no smoke.
Oh,
He didn't want no smoke. So somebody told me to ask you about Ray J Jordan B2K. Is he the one that started this tour thing off for y'all?
No, absolutely not. The tour came about through the promoter and the company G Squared Events. They reached out to everybody's management, and you know, it was something they wanted to pursue, something they'd like to see. And then the timing in the universe just linked everybody up. It was just perfect timing. Everybody had the time.
Are you guys still on tour?
No, we just finished about a week ago, actually.
What was the last date?
May 26th, so a couple weeks ago.
Dope.
It was in Vegas. It was lit too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Love Vegas, man.
Las Vegas.
Where you from?
LA?
You a Laker fan?
Nope. I used to be.
That was gonna be at the vibe.
I
with you
stopped
real
when
fast.
Kobe left, you know.
Oh, I can dig that.
Yeah,
But why would
then
you
I just
quit?
became a Players fan.
Why would you
know what I
quit?
mean?
What? So,
Because
were
the
you a real Laker
organization
fan?
It just had its demise, you know. I just can't rock with it.
You're gonna be all right, man.
You say that.
AD gonna come through. Kyrie gonna slide there.
Y'all might have a chance if Kyrie comes.
AD coming.
Y'all might have a chance, but other than that, I don't really see it.
Yeah, man.
It's a shooter's game right now. Until y'all get some real shooters, y'all ain't gonna exist.
Bron's a shooter.
No, he not.
Kuz is a shooter.
He not a shooter.
Well, you know, my favorite
Kuz
is Kobe.
on the rise.
But
He's on the rise.
if you check LeBron's numbers, he's a shooter.
Of course, he's been in the league, what, how many years? He was 18 when he got here. Come on. He should have the numbers.
That is so you a players guy. What team
And
you rocking?
LeBron's a dominant player.
Fresh to death.
Dominant.
When
There's
he's
a difference between dominant and finesse. Shooters are finesse players. Curry, Kobe, Jordan, wow, niggas, they finesse. I'm just saying. Dominance and finesse is two different things.
Bob, shit. So you was just out here. Have you been to Colorado often? Do you come out here
Nah,
often?
I don't, but I like it out here, man. It's real chill.
Yeah, I'm sure since you stay in California, you got a medical.
Well, no, it's recreational out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
always better than California.
I used to smoke a lot, but I calmed down, man. You know, I
yeah?
chill. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you if you partake in the festivities.
Yeah, time to time, but like you gotta have your breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't abuse a substance, you know, because then it becomes a habit.
Did you you smoke when you was out here for your tour?
No, I didn't.
Man, you missing out.
I have smoked out here before, like a few years ago, but it wasn't what I thought it would be. Like LA, we just get everything first. You know what I mean? So it's not like something.
It's cool, man, but
I feel like they're trying to catch on to the wave a little bit.
Our tree out here, super fire.
It's decent. Y'all got some great wax. That's what y'all do have.
I got some people that won a competition for that wax not too long ago.
Yeah, I believe
Shattered
it.
something.
Y'all got the machines, everything out here. They're the best. The purest of the purest, but the trees is another thing, man. You know, the science of that is in LA. It's in the Bay.
Was it hard working with getting back with all your old, what do you call it, band members and?
Nah, man. I mean, that's, you know, we was doing that since we were kids. So when we got back into the rehearsal vibe, it was just click.
Did you like touring? Was it good? Was it fun
Yeah,
again?
it was cool.
Do you miss
I'm
it?
older, so I got to live in the moment a little more. You know, it didn't just flash by me. I was able to take it all in and enjoy it and embrace it.
What's the best place you've been to perform at?
Man, we had some lit cities, man. LA, of course, was like the livest to me.
Yeah,
That's home. You know?
everywhere.
But New York was crazy. Philly was crazy. Atlanta was crazy. Miami was crazy. New Orleans was lit. Like, we had some dope spots.
If you could give advice to up and coming people in the game, what would you tell them?
In today's game, man, I'm just gonna say be consistent. You know, back when we came up, the labels controlled everything, so there was no internet like that. You know what I mean? It was more of a how much money is gonna be put into your project type of game. Now it's consistency we need, and the attention spans of the younger generation is so short.
It's crazy.
So songs will last a week or two. You know?
Songs are a minute,
And a half.
maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a long song.
Yeah, so now it's just being consistent, you know, kind of flooding the market with what you're doing so that they are able to embrace it and understand what it is, you know, your brain is. Because if you're not giving them that consistently, it kind of just comes in day by night, like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know what that is, but, you know, like people like a Future or a Wayne, they kind of started the wave of that, like, just dropping music, giving you content. So it's like, wow, like, you feel like you almost living a life with them. You feel me? So
It's so easy for your fans to like get a hold of you or like to know you,
right?
Other than from way back. It's crazy. Like I'm young, you're younger than I am, but it's crazy to say like way back then, like when you guys were doing y'all thing, like it's so much different, man. It's crazy.
There's no little singers anymore.
Is he being too loud?
No, I think we good. Another question. You were on that boot camp show.
Yeah.
you was on a boot camp show with a girl that wasn't your girl, that was in a relationship with somebody else. How that worked out?
Oh man, it was crazy. I mean, you know, we stepped into the crib, and it was cool to have some familiar people there. You know what I mean? First and foremost, because I didn't know what I was gonna walk into.
Right.
So that was chill. But you know, it was a good experience. You get to learn people, learn what it really is, because you know, especially when you kind of just dating somebody, you're not really getting the gist of who they are.
Right.
You know
It's the front.
So it was
For
cool,
some.
man. It was a different experience, and just learning myself a little bit more too. You know, with the doctors there, them giving me insight on maybe why it is I go through the shit that I go through in a revolving door, just like always happening. You know, kind of how to stop that. So it was dope.
It's dope. Sound like you learned something.
Yeah, sure.
It would be a shame if people go into that stuff and don't.
Nah, definitely.
Pick up anything.
Gotta take something out of it.
So what's your relationship with Soulja Boy?
Really cool. We had no beef. It's crazy to do that show. I didn't even know he was feeling away. You know?
But
even
Soldier
it's Soldier at the end of the day.
Word.
We cool, man.
So where did you come up with the name Lil Fizz?
That name was given to me when I was like 12 years old. They said I made the party's bubble, so
I like that.
kept it popping.
All right. So what are your thoughts on like current events going on? Let's say how you feel about Donald Trump?
That's how.
You want to switch the question?
I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, we got till next year for the vote to happen again. Hopefully everybody gets out there and does.
Do you vote?
Yes, absolutely.
That's good.
Constant voter. But you know, I would just try to preach to the younger generation to do your research and know what it is you're voting for, because it has an effect on everybody's lives. You know, it's a big decision. So make sure y'all get out there, read what you need to read, research everything, make a conscious vote.
All right, cool. So you guys just did the Millennium Tour. Do you feel like the tour was successful?
Oh, the tour was very successful. Hopefully that's not the end, you know. We're trying to push to do some more stuff, so it's just making sure everybody's in a good mindset and in the space to, you know, be able to work and get it done.
So new B2K music, or so everybody's going like solo projects?
Right now it's a conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So with your different relationship issues and ups and downs, would you say that mental health plays a big part in, you know, just relationships in general?
Absolutely. I think more than that is learning to communicate. Communication plays the biggest part in relationships. And if you can communicate with somebody, you know, what it is you're feeling at the time or what it is you're thinking, then, you know, that relationship can expand, because then there's conversation that can be had. But when you're like kind of diverting from having a communication with somebody, that's what plays a part in your mental, because then you start to think too much. So, you know, it's all about really communication.
Okay, so with your role on Marriage Boot Camp, I know there was a lot of like therapeutic activities going on with just people in relationships. Would you consider yourself an advocate for mental health?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an advocate, but it's something that I think people should take serious.
Okay, cool. So at one point there was rumors of Ray J joining B2K just to go on tour. Was that true or was that just a rumor?
That was a rumor.
Yeah. Okay, so you're known for being the rapper in the group B2K. Can you actually sing?
I can hold a note.
Can you sing something for me?
No.
He answered that fast. I like that one.
Did you write all your music when you were growing up in the band?
We wrote most of our stuff, but we worked with some, you know, big writers like R. Kelly. We worked with the Underdogs, Tricky Stewart, man, so many people. Smokey Robinson.
Oh, that's dope. That's super dope. Is Janae still your real cousin?
Nah, she's not. But I've been knowing her and her family since I first joined B2K, before it was B2K. You know, her brother was actually in the group at the time, and so yeah, that's like family.
So when you guys split as a group, how did you feel about Omarion's career taking off and sort of you guys staying behind and doing other projects while his solo career kind of took off?
I'm not a hater, so kudos to, what he was able to do. But at that time, we weren't able to physically put anything out, so it wasn't really like I had a fair chance, you feel me? But, success to him and what he was able to accomplish.
Who inspires you right now? Like, who you rocking with right now?
Man. I wouldn't say really inspiration, but like I would say what's really got me motivated right now is the passing of Nipsey. You know what I mean? What he was able to accomplish in the little time that he had here, and how focused he was on building our community, because we're from the same spot. So just seeing all of that, I feel like really like just put more of that drive in me. Like, man, I gotta do more. I want to do more now.
No Nip?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody from there knew him. He was just so out there and connected to everybody just from LA in general. So what can we look forward from, from Lil Fizz, other than like reality TV? Do you have any other projects going?
Yeah, actually filming a movie right now called Nick of Time. That should be out next year. Probably straight to Netflix. But that's dope. I'm able to co-produce the film. So I've been taking time, still scouting locations and doing a lot, but we plan on finishing the film this summer.
You shooting it independently?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
And aside from that, I finished up an EP I'm gonna drop. I was really trying to just figure out the wave and what we're doing with this B2K stuff before I do drop it, but time is of the essence, so if you don't hear nothing from us soon, that's coming.
Is that what you gonna do tonight?
Yeah.
Just in case, how can people get a hold of you on your social sites?
Social sites, all Air Fizzo, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
You don't do no like YouTube and stuff. Like you sound very intelligent. Like you should be doing some. I've met some cats that's come in here before and do an interview. Every other word out their mouth was a cuss word. Like it's tough to edit that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up in the church, man. My mama, she was big on, me.
You should do some YouTube and like some relationship type shit, or have a show or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You sound very wise in that field.
Appreciate it. Me and Dr. Sibby share the same birthday.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Nah, crazy. We the best sign out.
Leo's in the building, man.
All my best friends is Leo. See,
we good people,
I
man.
have no problems with y'all.
That's what's up.
But y'all got y'all beefs with other signs. I don't.
Man, I get along with everybody, to tell you the truth.
See, a Sag must have broke your heart or something.
No, I'm a people person.
Sorry to hear that.
No, I'm just saying because you're not a Leo. I thought you got a Leo vibe to you, fam.
No. I'm a Sag.
Will's a Leo.
Word. That's what's up.
Leos are cool peoples, man.
Nah, y'all are. Y'all a little hypocritical, but y'all cool.
So you was in Denver last night. How was that experience?
Denver was cool, man. It was a little chill spot. Well, I think I was at the Truth nightclub, and the owner, everybody treated me like really, really cool, man. I appreciated all the love and support that was there. Girls came out, took pictures, so had a good time.
Word. All right. I got one more question. Craziest thing a fan has done. Your craziest fan experience. Craziest thing that's ever happened to me. Somebody tried to run me over with a truck. He thought I was making songs on the radio about him.
Oh wow.
He was super crazy.
No, look. So we was little kids, but I used to have these pigtails, the ones that everybody wearing now.
Mm-hmm.
And some girl like snatched one out of my head, and I had this like crazy obsessed fan with me in New York. And the next morning, I think we had did like America Today or some show like that, some news show.
Mm-hmm.
Good Morning America. Mm-hmm. And then from there, we went and did Regis and Kelly. And this fan, she had a sign that said, I beat that girl's ass that took your hair out your head yesterday. I was like, yo, what the hell? It's crazy.
That's dope.
You know,
That's dedication right there.
Like, we got like this cult following. And what's wild is I seen her actually at one of the Millennium shows.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn. She was like, I still rock with you to this day, dude.
That's right.
That's lit.
Yo, fans, we appreciate you stopping by. Holla the 719 Nightlife. Don't forget you can listen online, beatcolorado.com, or with that free app, iHeartRadio. Holla at your boys behind the mic.
Yeah.